Out of time. That was a nice play there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
The turnover on down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
47-yard line.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
34-yard line.
Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
on 2nd down, here's the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
On the stop. Brings up 3rd down.
They go play action with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints will have the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They go read option with Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
No good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it done.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Smith catches left side. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's out right at the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Saints.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
Second and 10
as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Breeze will try again on second down. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Breeze again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Breeze pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down, I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil.
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go.
Play my cards dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're a friend, smart, but she's in the moment. Energy up, my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a passel. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work got a gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. To see it in my face. Get this when I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win. She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
What you doing out there, boy?
And he is out of bounds here on the return. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now it's third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
43-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Wilson now. Throwing on 3rd and long. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll find Metcalf, and he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added a third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 49. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
14. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 14-0.
Jason Myers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Going deep downfield. And if they the 7-yard line. The catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Bengals 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout taken.
Brings up
perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 8.
On third down, Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for us.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Wilson, rolling to his right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, third down here.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Down at the 39-yard line.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On third down, Penny, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
4th down.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. 36 to Mike. Check pass. Mike, 36. 4 down. 36. Watch the curve.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Turnover.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Burrow on play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for John Ross that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Going up top. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing.
Could count on my paw and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, that kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Jakeem Grant. 10
options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 48-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
36-yard line.
Tua to throw again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Jamal Adams.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Seahawks 0. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll throw from the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's
out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They run it with Carson, and they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On first down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what...
He's got a man, complete. Wilson. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a throw here to his running back, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
To Chris Carson. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, If you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your... Special teams, you've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5.
Wilson's pass.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
This will be caught at about the 5.
Complete.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Play brings up 4th and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just choke. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll start with the option. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down. From the gun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Scored Dolphins 21, Seahawks 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Jerome Baker.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 30.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf.
Seattle.
65 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Dolphins 28. Seahawks.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
25 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
28. Seahawks 16.
From the gun, Wilson. That is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates.
And got his man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 40 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
Makes this
extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Being chased out left. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, 28 yards. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A throw complete to Dorsett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Again, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Dolphins 41, Seahawks 23.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Seattle.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Final score, Dolphins 41.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't you? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down?